Okay, so my Garwani here again. First of all, I'm here back after 3 days, which is very very long something, because I wanted to be regular in this thing, but there was an exam yesterday which I had, so that's why I was not going for a walk, and ultimately not creating videos about this thing. Okay, so let's talk about something else and not about me today. It's obviously about me, but it's about a different topic. Let's talk about FOMO. So I personally feel that I have a lot of FOMO at this point because it's not only like you have FOMO in everything. You have FOMO in living. That those people are enjoying so much, those people are doing so much, those people have better lives, etc. And then you have FOMO in achievement, which is a greater one for me. That you, whenever you scroll YouTube, whenever you see Instagram, whenever you meet some people in your life and they are doing so great. From outside, it just feels like everything is going great with them. They are just perfect. They are winning at everything. But that's far from the case. Like, I don't know how to deal with FOMO. Like, it's not a very big problem for me, but it's something notable. Like, I personally feel that at this point in our lives have grown so fast. It has grown so much into chaos that we feel like even if we spend 1 or 2 months separate from work, separate from hustle, separate from working too much, and we are failing at something or we are doing anything wrong. Like, most of the people in the life seems to not be living. We have one life, okay. Most people do not understand this, but we have one life, and when we have one life, so major portion should be living, enjoying, and doing whatever you want to do. But most people I see nowadays are in a constant race and hustle of achievement, and even if they take out time for themselves, the guilt is never ending, which shouldn't be there in the first place, because you are working to live your dream life. It's not like you are living the dream life by working. Like, so there is a balance to be taken. However, what I may say, I can't do that balancing at this point. I am very kind of frustrated with myself and I feel kind of a loser. And why is that so? That is because I'm failing at everything. Yesterday was my exam, and it went better than I had expected. But it shouldn't have been this case. Like, nobody since childhood has ever forced me to do something, and everything I have chosen is by myself. Everybody in my home supports me. Whatever I do, whatever I think, whatever I want to try, I have been trying so many things from childhood. I have tried what? I have tried everything somehow. I used to create YouTube videos when I was in second grade. Those were those funny gaming videos. Then when I was in third class, I used to write poems and got it published in a magazine. Then in fourth, I used to write some novels, which I have lost now. And in fifth, I created an Instagram page with my poetry, etc. And I still feel those were good poetry, but then I eventually got bored of it. In sixth class, I was doing freelancing and creating posters for people, etc., for events. Then in seventh, eighth, there was lockdown, and in those days of lockdown, what I used to do is, first of all, I used to study long hours coding. I wanted to learn coding and how to create websites. So there was an app. I remember SQL or something, and I used to learn coding languages there. I had learned C++, I had learned SQL, I have learned Django there, and then I also used to do affiliate marketing and stuff. I used to run an Instagram page for esports company. So those were the things I used to do. And then, meanwhile, in the lockdown time, I was also learning stock market because my father is a well versed man in stock market. So he was teaching me how all these things work, and we were churning out decent profits. So there was that. And in ninth, I was trying for uh, competitive programming, but alas, I wasn't able to do. And in tenth, what I was doing is, in tenth, I was giving some competitions which was somehow good for my CV. I was giving some competitions like stuff, and I was doing freelancing. I was creating t-shirt designs and 3D renders, etc., for people in the field. So, and this is a fault of mine. Like, this isn't something to be praised. This is something to be discussed, and this is something to be eradicated. Because since childhood, it has been the case that I would feel something is interesting, I would try doing that thing, and eventually, when it will feel hard, when it will feel boring, when it will feel difficult, when it will feel repetitive, I would leave it and jump onto every other thing. That's why when I say I have no achievements, this is the case that I have tried so many things, but there is not a single notable one which can be linked to Mayank Advani, or Mayank Advani can be defined by one. There's no one. And why is that the case? Because everything I have done is I have done partially. I have just done for the sake of doing, not sake for doing. I was feeling that I should do that, but then I didn't stick to it. And until and unless you stick to something, I don't think so you gain any result. I hope this is not the case with this YouTube channel. I don't even know what is the point of this YouTube channel, but let it be. It should be. It could be nothing more than just a diary for me in those struggling phase somehow when I'm trying to improve myself. Now the point is that even though I said in the last video that I would now study, now there are 3 days left in the examination, and I will do best I can do. I didn't. I didn't work hard. Actually, I didn't work anyways, which I should have, and I don't even realize that how I have turned out to be this because I lost confidence in myself somehow. I used to be so very confident when I was in 10th class or something, and then since 11th I am getting series of failures in my way, and it feels like every way I fail, every test I score low on, everything which goes wrong with me, and a little bit of Mayank Advani is broken, a little bit of that confidence is shaken, and the Jenga tower is falling. However, I'm trying to rebuild again. The test went better than I had expected, but worse than it should have been, given the time I have invested of my life in this. But okay, now there are more tests coming in on next is on 15th, so I would be studying for that, and I would try to do the best I can because this is somehow the last resort. There are 2 exams left only, and those will then determine which what is the fate of mine. So I would have to do that nicely. Yeah, there's that. Well, FOMO, what I was talking, the thing is that you fear trying different things. Like if I am supposed to try a different thing today, if I am supposed to take a break and try different things, you always fear that you will lose out on missed opportunity, you would lose out on your career, you would lose out on anything and everything that could be. It's so much frustrating. Like it's not frustrating as per se, but I think so. We also realize, like we all know that, but we don't realize that we have a single life, and single life is very short. Like I have probably lived to what 20% of my life. I have lived 20% of my life. That too, if I take my estimate to 95 or 100, which maybe will not be the case given how unhealthy I am, how fat and how physically unhealthy I am. So, if we even give that thing, I've only lived 20% of my life, and there is a long way to go. So, I think we should just enjoy more and we should just feel more. Because at this point, it feels like to me that life is just passing and we are just stagnant. Like it's just going away. So, there's that. I know that nobody's watching this video, first of all, but even if somebody is watching this video, I don't think so that I am able to give any insights or any helpful thing to those people. Those people are kind of wasting their time, I think so, because what will they get listening to me? But on the other hand, probably this is better than watching those YouTube videos with color grading and cinematic effects and background music talking about similar things but in a more stylized manner. Maybe sometimes calm, cool, natural without any music could be better. Or something better than that could be you could go to ground and you could create videos yourself, or you could talk to yourself, or you can talk to someone meaningful. Yeah. Even if I am not able to provide any value to people, like what happens to me is that every evening I have certain ideas that okay, tomorrow if I go to speak, I can speak about this topic, and it would be very cool and it would be interesting, and I would have a lot to speak on. And when I in the morning when I wake up and I come, I tend to forget most of them. And even if I remember something, I'm not able to speak as proficiently as I would like to speak. It certainly feels blabbering with me repeating sentences and things like that. From tomorrow, I will write those ideas and try to be better. And yeah, my next got to be better. This is not the way. Now, what I'm supposed to do today, I'm supposed to get a haircut, which is not worth mentioning. And I am supposed to research a bit about the exam which I'm going to give, and then I have to start the preparation. And also, what I need to do is I need to set clear goals daily, because the way I work, that this is to be done, but like research is to be done, but amount of research to be done. If searching the name of the college is also research, and finding everything about it is also research. So there should be more specific deadlines for me, which I will make when I reach home. And from tomorrow onwards, I would include those deadlines also in the video, so I can come back the next day and I could see did I follow through or not. Thank you.